Howdy YouTube. Today we're taking a look at the jakks UFC 75, the Unified Pride and UFC light heavyweight champion Quinton Rampage Jackson. I also wanted to shoot this review, even though normally I do my reviews with figures that are new in their packaging, and this is a guy I've had open for quite some time. I wanted to do this review basically just to celebrate that Rampage Jackson is going to be returning at UFC 186, which is going to be really cool, going up against Fabio Maldonado. Should be an epic fight. Rampage Jackson, of course, was fighting. Then Bellator got an injunction against him, and he wasn't fighting, and now the injunction's been overturned. So really great news, really excited to hear that. He's not coming back to make a serious run at the championship or anything like that. From what I've read, it looks like he's going to be having some fun fights, which should be fantastic because this guy was such an entertaining MMA practitioner. You look at his work in Pride and some of his UFC fights as well. Definitely Tough Enough Series 10. YouTube, do yourself a favor. Rampage Jackson destroying a door, or watch it in reverse and he builds a door, which is also just as funny. Really, really cool guy. Very excited to see him back in the octagon. I'll bring it forward so you guys can see. I think Jakks did a fantastic job with the face sculpt, as they tend to do with a lot of their UFC and even their old WWE and now TNA figures. Great job on the face there. He's got all the accurate tattoos that Rampage had, which is really cool to see. Moving down, detail on the trunks. So in Pride, and UFC also did release a Pride version of Rampage Jackson with the camo army style trunks. But this obviously his appearance from when he fought Ben Henderson to unify the light heavyweight championships. Now he does have a ball jointed head. He's got the standard UFC arm articulation, ball jointed shoulder, swivel in the bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel wrists. He's got the ab crunch, although this guy is rock hard. Poor man. Swivel in the waist. Now, the legs, as time goes on, I'm finding that these guys are really loose in the legs, which is good because you can pose them, but bad for having them stand up. You have to be really careful. So ball joint there, swivel in the thigh, double bend at the knee, and then ball joint in the ankle. So decent range of articulation. Now, this particular Rampage Jackson comes with the Pride Middleweight Championship, which is really cool. Nice detail, actually. I believe this belt was released also with the Minotauro Nogueira figure, which I'm going to give a review for you guys in the near future. And then he does come with the UFC Championship as well. So two great accessories. Really happy that they included them. Overall, awesome figure. If you get a chance to pick him up, he's one of the better jakks UFC figures out there. An iconic MMA legend. He's coming back. Hopefully he does well. Hopefully he wins. He's been undefeated in his last 3 fights with Bellator. Before that, had a little bit of a mixed bag at UFC, which is quite a shame. And then obviously very dominant in Pride. If you get a chance on eBay, he's very expensive. You've got to find really the right timing. I actually got this guy on an auction back in the day, and I was very lucky to do that. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this review on the UFC Pride and UFC Champion exclusive Quinton Rampage Jackson.